G'day YouTube. I know it wasn't too long ago I did my last greenhouse tour, but I've recently done some upgrades in the shelving behind me, or the bench setup, so I thought I'd run you guys through that and do a greenhouse tour while we're at it. So I'll spin you around. So if you've seen my previous videos, you would remember that I just had a two-level bench here with seedlings down below and cuttings and some of my plants up the top. But I put in this new setup here. As you see, heaps more room, double the amount of seedling space, and it just looks so much better. The old one was pretty old and ratty, and I threw it together with pretty cheap shelving and things. So just while we're on the bench setup, all it is it's square tube aluminium, 25 by 0.4 millimeters or 1 inch hollow tubing, and then these connectors, which have barcodes all over, are just a connected system from Bunnings. If you're here in Australia, I believe there's a Q block as well, spelt Q-U-B-E-L-O-K. I might be wrong. I'm not sure what's available in the US and Europe and places like that, but surely there'll be something similar. On top of them, I've just used 8mm polycarbonate sheeting for the tops, and that seems to just be strong enough to support, well, quite a lot. I've got everything's back into the trays. And what else was there to this side? The original design, the water was tracking back and dripping onto the seedlings below. So I just screwed on this little plastic U-channel, and that just acts as a gutter and gets all the water away. It runs down the corner of the greenhouse. It doesn't get taken away fully. I've moved my Mars Hydro TS1000s up to here for the dimmable feature, so I can adjust what that top level, or how much light that top level is getting. And down underneath here, I've just gone with these Mars VG80s. They're all daisy chained together, and it's working just fantastic, this new system. Though I will say there's a very noticeable difference in the light levels at the front, center, and back. So I'm going to watch what happens over the next couple of months. This has only been in for about 2 weeks at the moment, so haven't really seen the results yet. But I want to see how things grow, and I may end up doubling the lights up, putting one for the back third, one closer to the front third, just to even out the lighting. So now we've run over that, let's have a look at what's looking good. I had a TV show shoot in here the other day, so everything's looking beautiful and tidy for a change. Some things have been moved along and moved around. You'll notice I've taken the big Veitchii M and my big BE Veitchii out of this front section. I've actually moved them outside to see how they go there. So we'll start over in the corner here. It's a beautiful RVB cross Edwardsiana. Slugs been crawling all over that. But if I spin it around, there's beautiful newer picture there, big red peristome. Slightly older one that was shaded by the leaves, got this really nice sort of sunset coloration. Next to that is my Veitchii cross Vergelii, or Vergelii Veitchii. I'm not 100% sure which, but that peristome is just spectacular. And it has some potential. Once it moves into uppers, it might start showing off that more Vergelii shape. As you can see there, it's starting to vine. Got a nice new picture there. So hopefully it won't be too much longer before that starts moving up to uppers. Next to that is a couple of these LVB cross Veitchii. Now these are ones I held back from a previous release. I've got a few more as well. I just wanted to grow a bunch of them out and see how they mature, and so far they are looking just spectacular. I can't wait to see some bigger pictures on them. Next to that is a little cutting of my big female Lowlii Veitchii that I kept for myself just to grow out, just as a backup for it. Everything's a bit tangled up here. Let's see if I can spin this around. Should have been hanging the other way, so you can see. Look at these. These are truncata cross lavicola from Migrex. And the colours on these are just looking amazing. Like, check out this picture. It's darker in person than it looks like it's showing up on camera, but just beautiful, big, dark pictures. And that's just going to be absolutely giant when it matures. Next to that, Spathulata cross lavicola from around the same time. And these as well are just such an amazing picture. That peristome is just incredible. Another one I can't wait to see grow out. A little bit tangled there. Next to that is Lowlii Veitchii cross truncata Lowlii. I haven't released these yet. I just want to get a few more bigger pictures on a few and just see what they're going to look like, because I can't wait to see these. I reckon they're going to be absolutely phenomenal. Next to that is Lowlii Veitchii cross Lowlii Veitchii. Really nice and squat and striped, this one. Again, I held back a few of these just to grow them out and see how they go. Next to that is my BE 3734, well, a cutting of it. So I thought this would cover the one that did live here. And then this gorgeous red Veitchii M. This is a female cutting from a friend of mine down at Old World Botanicals. So I really want to get this thing pumped out. You can see it's getting a little bit of light burn on it because it's next to the Heliophora light. So, but I just want to get this thing cranked up, get some big size on it, and get that flowering as soon as I can. And then just here that's a cutting of my male Veitchii M. Looking awesome. I couldn't lose having the Veitchii section here. I absolutely love it. So that's been put back in place. And before I go any further, I might just have a look down here. What do we got? Some Ventricosa cross Sibuensis. Whoop. Shouldn't have tried to move things. Ventricosa cross Sibuensis cross Hamigatanensis. I'm sure I'm not pronouncing that correctly, but cross Maxima Dark. There's some beautiful shape to them there. Just bear with me while I shuffle things around a little bit. And you got this beautiful Lowlii Veitchii cross Aristolecoites cross Ventricosa. And this popped just the other day. Let's see if I can get it to spin around. There's beautiful dark striped peristome. Nice modelling through the picture body, and it's very interesting to see how these mature out. You can see that one's just pumped up in size recently. Another one of the Lowlii Veitchii cross truncata Lowlii. You can see some really nice striping, and looks like it's going to get a nice flared peristome once it gets a bit bigger. You can see a lot of my Heliophora Newtons up here. Boschiana Zachariana cross Adrianii cross Bovigii. This is a cross I did with a friend of mine that got pretty high hopes in that. Still, at this stage, they tend to look like not much at all. But that's pumped up. That's only a 10-month-old seedling, so these things are absolutely flying along. Ventricosus sibuensis cross Hamagatensis cross Lavicola. And that there is just super squat and that beautiful striping from the Lavicola parent. So very excited to see how that goes as well. I'm hoping a lot of the crosses with the Vedsib Hamagatensis do end up being nice and squat like this. So I might have a picture on the mother plant hiding up the other end of the greenhouse, but we'll get back to that later. Here's a really nice little peltata that's just come in from Pitcher and Moss. That's a BE clone. A CE Mapulensis. And another Lavicola cross. This is the Lowly Ivicii cross Lavicola. And again, I have released this, and then I held on to a few of them just to see how they go, and so far they are looking amazing. Another nice picture that just hasn't quite popped there, but I put this one aside for myself, and then I've looked back at the others, and they're all looking spectacular, so I think it's going to be a great cross, that one. Well, nice striping on this Raja cross Vicii. Again from Pitcher and Moss. I believe they were seed growing, these ones. You got some Singulana cross Lolii, Spaculata cross Lolii from him. A nice Colossi from Old World Botanicals. And we'll have a quick look in here, but won't too long. We've got some Lingulata cross Edwardsiana, Pancranculata cross Edwardsiana. These all came out of a recent BE order. The LVB VMV cross Eddie with big teeth there. And that's just my little tray of smaller plants that I'm growing out for myself. And the shelf below. So this is the first lot of seedlings I've potted out to fill up these new shelves, new bench. So a lot of these crosses with my female Boschiana cross Zachariana, and there's a few Rocco crosses in here. This one I didn't actually label what pollen I used on the last section. I think it might have been Platykyla, judging by the crosses I was making at the time. But I'm going to have to hold on to those and see what they grow out to look like. Some more Boschiana Zachariana crosses. Some more Rocco. We've got cross Vicii. Over here, I've got my own Grex of LVB that I did, which we all know how amazing these are. Unfortunately, it wasn't heaps of good seedlings from them, but hopefully I can get some spectacular plants out of that. And you might notice I've started doing a Grex numbering system, and that's just going to allow me to track all the breeding that I've done, and hopefully I can get it up in a spreadsheet on the website at some point, so people are able to look up what parents were used in that Grex, maybe a brief description of it, and so they know exactly what they're buying. And that's a work in progress. At the moment, it's just numbers on the tags, and I can track what I'm doing. So that's all that section there. And this, I couldn't bring myself to move outside. This is my beautiful Vicii K Cross M. I think I might be bringing this one to the Summer Australian Carnivorous Plant Society show. That's just going nuts now. If I stand up, if you can see in there, it's got a whole bunch of basil shoots starting. Ooh, I can't skip past this. In here, got this beautiful tenuous, just popped its first couple of pictures, and a third one already coming there. That's a newer plant again. It came as a vine cutting, and it's just pushing along really nicely. That's a male plant, so a mate of mine has a female So hopefully we can do some tenuous seeds at some point soon. In front of that is, it's a, sorry, gone blank, but a platykyla. This is also a male cutting. So that's got a while to go before I can get breeding, but I've got the female as well. And actually I have crossed these two to make pure seeds before, so I've got a few seed-grown platykyla very slowly coming out. Around here, the always spectacular truncata, or Lolii cross truncata. I just absolutely love this plant. It was so long I was chasing that. And, ooh. Now, typically, they're all always facing the wrong way. But it's my first picture on Sibuensis cross Veitchii Lolii. I tried to make Lolii Veitchii cross Sibuensis a while ago, but they didn't work out, so I'm really happy to see that. That's my collection. And back up the front here, there's amazing truncata red. Just look at the size of the picture on that for what is a relatively small plant, though it is just jumping out in size now. Not sure when I got this, but it wasn't very long ago. You can see that a few older leaves that were tiny, and it just, every leaf just gets so much bigger. And next to that is a really beautiful platykyla. This is a BE clone, this one. So hopefully adds to the breeding program moving forward. And another nice little BE platykyla there. Yeah, and here's a really nice little Palawanensis. This took a little bit of a hit moving out of the fridge, but it's starting to come back and starting to look really nice. And you got my Velosa cross Veitchii from BE. Unfortunately, this was the non-striped one. I think they've named this one Gold Rush now, but I'm definitely going to have to try and chase up a stripy one when they become more available here in Australia. And then through here, behind that's just mostly just cuttings, new, old, some that have rooted, other ones still in their bulk pots. We've got a whole bunch of stuff going on in there. Some more seedlings there. These are the fresher, more freshly potted out seedlings. And a whole bunch more there that I need to do. More potted out below. And I've still got, these 3 domes are full. I've reorganised some stuff. That dome's now empty. So I'm going to harvest seeds in a couple of days, and I'll probably fill half of that straight away. So I've got to keep on top of shuffling stuff through my system. Over this side, there's not too much looking amazing, but we'll have a dive into it. Unfortunately, my large plants down the bottom, we had tons and tons of rain through winter, and I actually just had water running through the greenhouse floor from under the house. And all the big pots I had sitting on the ground were actually absorbing up that water and caused root rot in a lot of my big favourite plants. So everything's been repotted, everything's been put up onto these upside down plant trays, and hopefully they can all recover nicely. Most things I took cuttings of as well, so we'll see how that all goes, but it's an absolute shame to learn the hard lesson that way. But anyway, we learn as we go, and hopefully don't make the same mistake twice. So that's my beautiful Lolii cross Edwardsiana. This thing's stalled out so hard through summer, but it's coming back. Through winter, but it's coming back beautifully now. These pictures are just fading, but this is Cancrunculata cross Jacquelineae from EP, and I got a few of these, so super excited to see how they go. Next to that is another Lolii Veitchii truncata Lolii. This one's looking a lot more squat. Quite a few of the Lolii Veitchii hybrids are looking very nice and squat, which is interesting to see because the Lolio Veitchii itself wasn't all that squat. Maybe it's a bit of the Veitchii traits coming back into play. Up here you got Raja cross Rob Cantley, looking gorgeous. This thing's really starting to get some size on it now. You got another Spaculata cross Lavicola. There's beautiful Spectabilis hiding in here. What else is picturing? Nice new picture on Platykyla. And through here you got some more of those LVB Veitchii. Just starting to get a bit more size and more Lolio Veitchii crosses. Bigger Concrungulata cross Edwardsiana there. I did have a Lingulata cross Edwardsiana in here on this side. There it is right in front of me. Now that I'm super excited about. I reckon that's just going to be such a spectacular hybrid when it matures. We got RVB cross mollusk there with its huge mollusk-like peristome. I'm going to take don't bend the picture. I'm going to take a stab at it and say this one, sorry if it's a bit hard to see. This looks like it might be my one of my predators, maybe the Seagrex. I can't see the tag, but that's a nice fresh picture just popped. Another nice little Lolio Veitchii cross Lavicola. Some more Lolio Veitchii crosses here. Maxima Dark. Another one of the LVB VMV Eddies. LVB cross Mollusk, and that is just looking incredible. Let's see if I can have a look at the colour on this older picture when it was under the lights, but that beautiful purple picture body and just that spectacular peristome on it. It's feeling very soft. These Tentaculata pictures are just so paper thin, very much like Hamada, but just a spectacular plant nonetheless. And this is a cutting of my female Platykyla. It's just throwing out this beautiful upper picture. So for the couple of people that bought cuttings of this, hopefully you get some nice, beautiful looking pictures like that soon. Little Sibuensis next to that. I'm not sure if you can see there, we've got Truncata cross Afipiata. Veitchii Lolii Clipiata next to that. Beautiful Roccoboschiana cross Veitchii. This is one of the Hose Mountain ones. There's some repotting and other stuff that needs to be done in here. This is just getting so crowded. I may have to move some of these larger plants outside now it's warming up. And they can settle in out there in spring and hopefully through summer. I won't leave you out showing off this gorgeous Peltata cross Jacquelinea. This is just such a great cross. Get in here. That's a fresher one that's just popped. And I do have the pot's super dry. In this back corner, in desperate need of a repot, is my Vent Sib cross Hamagataensis. You can see it gets a really nice shape from that from the male parent and the ease of growing from the Ventricosus sibuensis. And I think that's going to be just about all of that today. Got a few other things I want to get done this afternoon in here, so I'll leave you to that. And I hope you enjoyed it. And if you haven't yet, hit the subscribe button and show your support. Cheers. Till next time.